change among young people and where their values are?
No, I'm probably not meeting those young people.
Why do you, I mean...
And if I do meet them, they seem to kind of fall under a spell.
Mm-hmm. Say more about what you mean.
Well, it's called jade magic.
Oh, I see. So you think that you can change their minds?
I hope I can at least start to change their minds, because I've seen it happen.
Mm-hmm. How do you change their minds? What do you say?
Stories, children and adults. If I'm talking to somebody who, for example, is a climate change denier, I don't try and argue. That's no point. But if you can tell a story to reach the heart, like that CEO and the little girl.
Mm-hmm. Well, how do you think the message needs to change? We talked about your Vote for Nature campaign, but what needs to change about the message that progressives and people who care about the environment are telling in order to have more success in elections?
Well, I don't know about more success in elections, but I think in general, people need to understand, and that so many people don't, that what they do makes a difference. Each one of us, everyone in this room, everyone who listens to this, it's a podcast or whatever we're doing.
It's multiple things at once, yeah.
Yes. So everybody, every day that we live, we make an impact on the planet, and we can choose what sort of impact we make. And people come to me depressed and saying, well, the world's a mess and, there's nothing I can do about it. I'm just one person. But I say to them, think of your own community. What can you do there? What do you care about? Start doing something to make it better. Get other people to help you. You'll see you make a difference. That makes you feel good. Then you want to do more. Then you inspire more people. So then you dare think globally.
How do you balance... There's obviously a tension, as we've been talking about in conservation projects, between the environment and people's economic situation. You mentioned poverty being an important thing to fight, but how do you think about that tension when you want to do something that you think will protect a forest or animals, but also has a trade-off in that it might mean that there are then fewer jobs for people that live in that area?
Well, first of all, the example we have is our method of community-led conservation around Gombe National Park, where, by the way, the chimp research, we just celebrated our 65th anniversary of research in that area. Yes, thank you. And the reason I left Gombe and the forest and chimps that I love was at a big conference that I actually helped put together. And by that time, when we brought the people studying chimps, there were 6 other chimp study sites. And it was basically to find out about chimp behavior changing. But we had a session on conservation, and it was a shock. Forests being cut down, chimpanzee numbers dropping. So I left the conference having gone as a scientist, as an advocate, I don't know what you want to call me, but I knew I had to do something. I had no idea what to do. So I got some money from Geographic to visit the different study sites. And while I was learning the problems faced by chimps, like habitat destruction, the increasing bushmeat trade, and so on, I was also learning about the problems facing so many African people living in and around the forest habitats of the chimps. And that's when it hit me. These people are struggling to survive. They're living in crippling poverty. And unless we can help them find ways of making a living without cutting down trees for making money from charcoal or timber, or clearing space for growing food to eat or to sell, then we can't save chimpanzees, forests, or anything else. So that's when we began our community-led conservation program. It began with 12 villages around the park. Now it's in 41 throughout Chimp Range in Tanzania. And people are understanding that saving the environment isn't just for wildlife, it's for their own future.
You have spent a lot of time with humanity's closest relative, the chimpanzee, with whom we share a common ancestor. What do you think are the best qualities that that we share with chimps, and what are the worst?
Well, the best altruism, of course, we can be better altruists than chimps. Chimps respond to an immediate situation. A child falls in the water and the chimp jumps in after it. But we can take altruism to a whole new level, knowing that by helping, we may damage ourselves. We're seeing some of that today in the political arena, people daring to stand up, therefore losing their jobs and their livelihood. The worst, brutality, war. Chimpanzees are capable of killing, and between neighboring communities, there's a kind of primitive warfare, and one community may annihilate another.
There are people who think that we are creating the next phase of evolution right now with artificial intelligence, that the computers and chatbots will be the next intelligent species to dominate the Earth. If that is true, what do you think would be the best qualities of humanity that you hope AI inherits from us?
Well, first of all, I'm glad I'm 91. I won't live to see that day.
Who knows? I mean, there's new technology out there now.
So, well, I would hope that these intelligent, whatever they are, robots, I don't know what they'll be, that it's pushed into them altruism, compassion, love, respect, wanting to help, wanting to make this a better world, understanding that animals are thinking, feeling beings, that the humans, we should think as much of people of different religions and cultures as we do our own. And there's one big thing when it comes to relationships between humans and animals, and that's in Genesis, where it's written, man is given dominion over the birds of the air, the fish of the sea. It's a wrong translation, and I've talked to many Hebrew scholars. It's something more like stewardship. Now, that makes a huge difference, doesn't it?
Okay, well, Jane Goodall, thanks so much for joining us.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.